Welcome back to the Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, and the Tank Roll questline. Cruising Gex with Arya Stormborn.
Where?
Lord Fyrax.
There.
And Korlash.
Why?
Once again, we are doing... Last episode, we spoke with some of Leophyne's former comrades in arms, and in doing so we discovered that there's a delegation being sent to Oxzundu as we speak, which proves the best opportunity to corner Leophyne once and for all. Will we be able to succeed? Possibly, but before we even do anything else, it's time, one final time, for the Wheel of Tanks. So, on this final quest, what tank job will we be running? Man, this wheel really loves Dark Knight. Well,
Because Dark Knight's awesome.
it's alright. But we will see how I fare with it as we go along. For now, with that being said, I don't need to change my job. And without further ado, let's conclude this questline with the level 100 quest, Dreams of a New Day.
Let's say you
You have to jump off. You enjoy your dreams. Same here.
Take it easy, guys.
Let's say you obtained a portion of Aqua Pizza.
Aquapazza. Anyway. Sir Handalut still hasn't sent word. I guess the others might not be so enthusiastic about our plan. To them, the Cradle of the Sleepless is naturally still something to be feared. No matter how much faith they have in your strength, you'd be at Leophyne's mercy if she put you to sleep. Honestly, I don't blame them. Not even I imagine our treasure could be used for such evil. In Leophyne's hands, it's no more than an indiscriminate weapon. But that means when we get it back, we can turn it into something else. Something no one's ever thought of before. We can find a way to use it without forcing someone to spend their life in slumber. Of course, I agree with you, Tentoawa, but we have more pressing matters. Namely, a rogue knight to capture and a treasure to recover. Right. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Apologies for keeping you waiting so long. The Temple Knights have finally reached a decision concerning the delegation to the Sea of Clouds. And what have you decided? I am pleased to say that the Zundu have agreed to join forces with us. Together, we shall drive back Leophyne, should she attack. If her shadow darkens even an ilm of their homeland, our peaceful delegation shall turn into a fighting force at a moment's notice. We shall restore the Temple Knight's reputation and recover your artifact in one fell swoop. Thank you, Handalut. We promise to do our part if Leophyne shows herself. She won't get away this time. We have but to hammer out the finer details. Once we are ready to depart, the first group of knights shall leave by airship. I would ask you both to make your way to Oxzundu as soon as possible, so you may help plan our strategy. I'm coming too. I can heal your wounds and, if it comes to it, my staff can bruise as well as a club. I'll gladly have you with us. I'm done taking on the world alone. I need you, Loa Zanikwe. And Chris, too. We're stronger together than we could ever be apart. The cradle never would have been stolen if I'd realized that from the beginning. And I want you by my side to ensure I don't forget it. Well then, we better be off. I'm keen to meet this Chief Sonu Vanu. Alright. Off to Oxzundu. It's definitely been a while since we've been here. Sonu? Honored Netherling, your return to Oxzundu is as welcome as the arrival of spring. Sonu knows why you come. Wicked hearts seek to bring chaos to our home. And so the Zundu shall rise to its defense if needed. As the sun rays chase away the shadows of night, the Sundrop dance shall keep the tendrils of sleep at bay. Chief Sonovanu, it is an honor to meet you. I am Tentoawa, and if this Sundrop dance is as invigorating as you say, I'd love to see it for myself. The Zundus shall dance before Ishgard's warriors upon their arrival. Brave Tentoawa is welcome to join the proceedings. That was your original intent, right? I see. If we're to draw Leophyne out, it makes sense to pretend like nothing is amiss. Zundu warriors unify their strength through the Sundrop dance. And the sight is so fearsome that many choose to flee rather than fight. Netherling warriors may learn much from such an approach. Breaking the enemy spirit avoids needless bloodshed. Yet all dancers must hone their skills before wild animals first. That the Sundrop dance does not fail them at the most crucial moment. It is for that reason our dancers await at the outskirts of Oxzundu for the Netherlings' arrival. When the performance begins, it shall draw the attention of all like a roiling crowd coming over the horizon. Watch carefully for any who would take advantage of that moment. After the dance is finished, Netherlings will present the Zundu with... Chief Sonu! Netherling ship appears in the skies like sudden sun shower, hurtling toward Earth! Swiftly it descends, crashing down near Zundu dancers. Ship's markings are Ishgardian. Zundu are unhurt, but wounded Netherlings pour from vessel. Like a lightning bolt in the night, Leophyne strikes. The Temple Knights were coming by airship, right? All Leophyne had to do was lull the pilot to sleep. She saw right through us, and now we're on the back foot. Great winds can alter even a raging river's course. What matters is to stand strong and move forward. And now, we must offer aid to the Netherlings who come as guests. Right, let's go. Right, let's fly. Oh, it's right here. This is the work of the cradle. Leophyne can't be far. We must tend to the wounded, but I won't let her escape again. This ends today, one way or another. There you are, Leophyne!
You came all this way just to greet me? Oh, I am honored. I only hope my gift was satisfactory. 'Tis a shame you will not see Ishgard crumble. Alas, I can scarcely suffer rats to scurry about my feet, threatening to gnaw away at my carefully laid plans. At least you bear witness to the dying breath of the Temple Knight's flagging honor. We would sooner see that wrecked airship soar again than their reputation return to its former glory. Yet even I did not foresee that the Zundu would be in the ship's path. The Fury favors me. For who now would trust a nation so careless as to put their neighbors at risk? Everyone knows you're behind this. People won't turn on each other so easily. Oh, I didn't see you there. The shut eye, wide awake. Doubly honored I am that you came all this way just to meet your end. Enough! We're taking the cradle back. We won't let your evil continue any longer. Such bold words. If I recall correctly, your people reaped great benefits from this artifact's powers. All at the cost of someone's waking life. Your life. Pray, do not misunderstand me. That was not meant to be a denouncement of your people. On the contrary, they have my utmost respect. We are bound by our very nature. No matter how mighty we become, we are slaves to the whims of sleep. Yet this artifact can sunder those shackles and grant true freedom. It makes its wielders stronger and their enemies weak. A perfect weapon, if you ask me.
I can't say whether using the cradle is right or wrong. I only know that a life lived at the cost of another is no life at all. You're right about one thing. We are bound by our nature. But that doesn't shackle us. It brings us together. And whether I'm asleep or awake, as long as Loa Zanikwe is by my side, that's the life I want. We'll take the cradle back. Together. She's exhausted the cradle's power on the Temple Knights. This is our chance!
No plan is without its wrinkles, I suppose. Fortunately, I prepare for all contingencies.
Leophyne the Unchivalrous.
You had an opportunity to live a quiet life, but I will not give it again. This time, I shall send you into a slumber from which you will never wake.
Give back the cradle or we'll take it back!
Oh, bluster as usual. Take it if you dare!
Protect the Netherling warriors! The Zundu! With them by our side, Leophyne won't stand a chance!
Why must you resist? Succumb to the burden of sleep and dream eternal.
Now, wash away darkness of sleep with sun drop dance.
Don't just stand there, kill them!
Chris, defend our allies over there. I'll take the other side. Witness the Sundrop dance. Netherling warriors, awaken! We attacked? Everyone's awake! The mighty Zundu protect Netherling warriors. Keep cautious, like Gale Cat under stormy skies. Heh, now you're all alone. This ends now, Leophyne.
Why am I cursed with incompetence? Very well. Dance with me, Wide-Eye! I have yet to test the strength granted to me. Your strength. Now I shall be undone! To think it could hold such immense power!
The artifact isn't for such callous hands!
The Narwhal's blessing is only for those with the heart of a defender!
Chris, we need to split up. You take that side.
Thank you both. Healing is on the way.
Oh, what the?
The artifact swells with power. It begs to be released. Now you shut your eyes for the final time. Take a last glimpse of the waking world.
I'll protect you until my last breath.
None can resist my power! I'm all right. What about Tentoawa? You think this piece of wood is for protection? Such a cloying sentiment. Cursed insects! You lot, finish them off! And your freedom!
The Sundrop dance shall rouse Netherling warrior. Protect the sleeper until he awakens.
It's time for us to protect Tentoawa. We'll get through this together.
I am loving impalement, or at least the look of it.
On your feet, Tentoawa! It's your duty as the Wide Eye!
What? I was asleep? I owe you all my life. Thank you! Zondu, go help allies! May Zephyr winds guide you to victory!
No. Sleep is inexorable! How are they doing this?
I'm far
from finished! You will not withstand this!
Others are just tools to you! Is that your idea of freedom?
I will be bound no more!
Oh, that was close. Almost there.
Fury take you!
Whoops. There we go.
You stubborn! You may have won today, but this is not over!
Yes, it is!
Yep, saw that coming. Damn fool!
Now!
No!
Say goodnight, Leophyne! The wide eye watches eternal, and eternal is the sleep it bestows.
We finally stopped her!
Yes, But we have someone else to worry about. The guy who's played out fast asleep. Chris, wake up! Are you all right? Only he would smile at a time like this.
He's awake!
Well, it was worth it. Needed a nap. Anyway, your work is done, Chris. You did a commendable job as our shield, and now you can lay down your burden. It was thanks to your bravery that I was able to deal the final blow to Leophyne. With the cradle back in our possession, I think we can consider this expedition across the seas to be a success.
The Zundu helped us gather the wounded and see them safely off to Ishgard. We couldn't have done it without you.
Netherlings protect allies as fiercely as Gaelicats protecting kittens. Zundu are moved by your might. You were equally as impressive. I should learn the sun drop dance myself, though I won't strike a figure half as fierce as yours. The Zundu seem to have everything well in hand, and Handaloop is likely eager to see us. We should return to Ishgard as soon as we can. Alright, back to Ishgard. And, yep, Forgotten Night. And loop. Ah, the heroes of the day have returned. Thanks to your valor, the threat of Leophyne poses no more. What's more, not a single life was lost. On behalf of the Temple Knights, allow me to express my utmost gratitude to you all. You don't owe me any thanks. After all, it was my fault that the cradle was stolen in the first place, and ultimately my fault that your delegation to Oxundu turned into a melee. It may be true that our visit to the Sea of Clouds was far from peaceful, but the bond between the Zundu and the Temple Knights has only deepened through overcoming mutual adversity. Blessings often take inscrutable forms. And while we know not whether Leophyne yet lives, we do know that she can no longer reach for the source of her ill-gotten power, so we have little more to fear from her. With the crisis behind us, the common folk no longer have aught to fear. We will make known the story of Leophyne's schemes and the heroes who work to foil them, and in time, I hope that trust in our order will be restored. The Temple Knights shall continue to build relations with our neighbors for years to come, relations which shall form the foundation for Ishgard's future. We would be honored if we could count you among our allies in this endeavor. Anything you need, simply call upon us. We'll be there, no questions asked. And with that, it's time we returned home. It's been an honor. We'll be passing through Tuliolal on our way back, Chris. If you have business in those parts, we'd love to speak with you at Zabaliab Tea before setting off. See you soon, hopefully. Alright, back to Tuliolal. And the closest Ethernet to Zabaliab Tea is the Bayside Bevy Marketplace. Need to remember that from now on. All's well that ends well. Hey guys.
Chris, there you are. I was afraid we wouldn't see you before we left. We arrived not long ago and apprised Brugge-Vu of everything that happened. This is the longest I've spent away from our village. But even though Tuliolal and Ishgard were like entirely different worlds to me, I was only ever treated with kindness. Is anything the matter, Tentoawa?
Nothing. It's just something I've been thinking about. Our people have always been self-sufficient, but the Ishgardians and the Zundu showed that looking to your neighbor can reveal a way through the harshest difficulties. And you heard Handaloop. The bond between Ishgard and Oxzundu was only made deeper through their shared ordeal. To trust another to such a degree, well, I think it's a goal we should all strive toward. We have at least one friend like that, don't we? He who bent his ears to every note of the narwhal's lullaby without a shade of fear in his eyes. Thank you, Chris, for believing in us. For believing that no matter the outcome, your actions would not be in vain. In so doing, you taught me the worth of fighting along allies you can trust. Even if your shield breaks, that is not the end. You're right. It's our faith in our allies and their faith in us that gives us the courage to protect each other. But approaching someone with open arms doesn't mean they'll accept you. The relations between our people and our neighbors have been strained by generations of mistrust, and we must take care to mend them properly. If we can do that and learn to look towards the future hand in hand, then there will be no need to use the cradle ever again. People can sleep and dream untroubled and awaken with bright eyes. I want to see those days come to pass.
Me too. Then you and I can finally spend more time together.
Right, of course.
If we're going to see this future, then we should get back to our village. They'll be overjoyed to see the cradle return.
Thank you for everything, Chris. Next time we meet, may we both have good news to share. And with that, we have completed the Tank Roll questline and unlocked the achievement No Sleep Till Tuliolal. 1 questline down, 4 to go. In the next range, we will be doing the physical DPS questline. Can't wait to work on that, but for now, it is time for bed for me. So, with that being said, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for final announcements. But if you haven't done it yet, hit that follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. If you're watching on YouTube and you like the video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more. Click here to watch the full Roll Questline playlist, and click here to watch the next Roll Questline when it comes out. Until then, we'll see you next time.